loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here and happy Skincare Sunday. I know we have been gone for a little while and I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get back to regular scheduled programming, but I have been asked so many times about this subject. Everything is under $15 and it's supposed to be amazing skincare. So if you want to know more about that, hit that subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. If you don't know already, we are talking all about the brand called the Inkey List. Okay, so it first launched in the UK and it has just hit Sephora here in the United States. The Inkey is developed by two founders, and they basically are trying to help you decode the beauty industry. They're supposed to be creating products that have a very elevated product texture as well as high quality ingredients. They are cruelty free and they're supposed to be kind of just this all-in-one, really great place to find affordable skincare. Their goal is also, because everybody's skin is obviously very different, which is what we talk about a lot on this channel, they're trying to help you navigate the skincare industry and be able to try stuff and not spend a fortune. We're going to talk about my opinion today. I've only tried personally a few of their products, but the other ones we're going to talk about just from an ingredient standpoint, from what I can see on the Sephora website, and hopefully it will help you navigate this brand and see if it's something that you want to add to your routine. I first want to say though that it's highly similar to The Ordinary, and except for that they're a lot lower price point and you can now really have access to it no matter where you are. The thing that really kind of concerns me about brands like this and The Ordinary is there are so many options. It is very easy to get confused. It's very easy to build confusing routines by just piecemealing stuff together. The product line right now has, so on the website for Sephora, it has 20 different products. I know brands need to bring products out, new products out quite often. I'm just hoping that this doesn't get to the point where they bring out so many products like The Ordinary that it just gets very, very over-consuming and very confusing. All right, so that's just my kind of takeaways right off the bat with brands like this. So I would like you to look into this routine for holes that might possibly be in your routine or ingredients that you're looking for to add to your routines. Okay, so the formulations from what I can see overall are pretty darn good. A lot of these products are vegan and have no added fragrance from what I can find, which I think is fantastic. Everything in this line is under $15. So in my opinion, if you're actually just looking for drugstore product or affordable products, just go the Inkey List. I mean, just do this instead of going to a grocery store or, you know, a drugstore, because honestly, for the majority, these products are really well formulated, much better than you can get in any drugstore, honestly. So if you're looking just for affordable stuff that you know is formulated really well, from what I can tell, this might be your solution. Now, for me, yes, these are really great formulations. A lot of them are more on the gentle side, which is not a bad thing, but this line does kind of cater more to teens, beginners, people that are just kind of starting in skincare, that are just trying to navigate it, just kind of how they say. So just keep in mind, from what I can see in the ingredient list, these are not going to be super harsh ingredients. These are not going to be super harsh products. These are definitely not going to be the same as something that is, you know, kind of pharmaceutical grade or cosmetic grade or medical grade skincare, but I think this is going to be a great line to supplement your higher priced serums. Okay, so I'm going to start kind of just where the website starts from Sephora, just so I can keep everything kind of in its own place. The Sephora website starts with their caffeine eye cream. It's $9.99. This, I think, is something that I am going to try, and I hope that you do as well. From a formulation standpoint, it looks really beautiful and lightweight. It definitely has a peptide complex in it with the caffeine. So what it's going to do is it's going to help kind of plump the surface area of the skin with those peptides, because that's what peptides do. And then also the caffeine is going to go in and it's going to depuff the eye area. I think this actually might be something that would be great for people that have tried the ordinary caffeine eye serum and didn't really have great luck with it. The formulation here looks a little bit better comparing the two, and you can use this this eye cream 360. And it looks like maybe you can probably layer it with an eye cream if you have a severe dry under eyes. So I love this product, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys if you have tried this product and you've had success with it, because it looks pretty darn good from an ingredient standpoint. So let's go to the next one. It is the, I'm going to totally butcher this name, it's the polyglumatic acid. Now, what I also have like tons of notes here too. This is basically from what I can tell, is a more of a hydrator, okay? So it has really great emollients in it. It says on here that it is a higher molecular weight. And what that basically means is that it's more for barrier function. So basically it's going to sit on the top of the skin. So it's not going to penetrate into the skin. So obviously it's going to be a moisturizer. It's going to be a protection from the pollutants in the air. It's going to sit on the top and act as barrier protection, all right? I would love to know how this kind of feels. From the picture on here, it seems like it's a little more gel-based, so I think that this would be a great moisturizer for even summer in humid climates or oilier skin types. I think this would be fantastic. It does have a rice bran extract in it, so that would be great for overall hydration and skin texturing. It also has a Invisalskin 2%, which I've never heard of that. It must be a patented ingredient. It's an invisible water-soluble film that adheres to the skin. So again, it's really making sure that it's kind of sitting on top of the skin and almost like a primer, from what I can tell, of an invisible water-soluble film. That kind of sounds primerish to me. So that might be a really great product to add to your routine as also a primer. Let's go to the next one, and this is the retinol serum. This is definitely, from a formulation standpoint, going to be for more of a beginner, okay? There is not a high percentage of a retinol derivative in here. It has actually two of them. It has a Retinostar, which again I've never heard of, retinol 1%, and a Grand Active retinol 0.05%. So this would be a great retinol for somebody that is just beginning. This is definitely even less effective than something that the ordinary sells, or even the retinols and things that we've tried on this channel. Again, this is going to be for a very beginner, or somebody that can't handle a high percentage of retinol, or somebody that just kind of wants to try it out and see. From the consistency in the picture, it looks almost like a cream base to it, so it would be great, probably a hydrator to the skin as well. Also, it does have a slow release technology, which again makes it more suitable for somebody that is more sensitive, rosacea, or a beginner, because instead of giving you this jam-packed punch right when you put it on, it's going to have a slow release over time during the day so that it doesn't cause inflammation or irritation. I'm going to kind of group the acids here, okay, because there are several acids that they have. They have a beta hydroxy acid, which obviously is a BHA. They have a salicylic acid cleanser, which we'll get to. They also have a lactic acid serum and a glycolic acid toner, okay? So I'm going to group them all together because for me, I think that they are a lower percentage of acid, so I think, again, they're great for beginners or somebody maybe that's just looking for one acid. I think we've talked about that a couple of times. If you're sensitive to other acids, so maybe you're sensitive to AHAs and you only want a BHA, here's your opportunity to really pull those out and use what your skin needs. I really want to caution, though, please don't buy all three of them and start to pile them on together. We know that acids can cause inflammation and sensitivity when used incorrectly. So just be really careful if you're going to buy all of these. I would just buy one and see how your skin reacts. Again, the price point you just can't beat. Glycolic is like $10. The lactic is $13. So overall, the acids are great. Price points, the formulation, from what I can tell, looks beautiful. Looks like they have a couple buffers in there too to not have it be super, super active. But again, if you want to pull one of the acids out, this might be a great opportunity. I actually would go with these if you are not happy with the ones that you've been getting from The Ordinary. Again, the one I do want to pull out here is the Salicylic Acid Cleanser. This actually, in my opinion, if you're going with Neutrogena or something in the drugstore that is an acne cleanser, go with this. The price point is $10. The formulation looks stunning, and I think that this would be a little bit more gentle because of the emollients, the oils, and the buffers in here that will make it a little bit more gentle for the skin. I'm really, really interested in this cleanser. I obviously don't use these types of cleansers because my skin doesn't, this is not what my skin needs, but if you want a salicylic cleanser, this might be your go-to. Again, price point, formulation from what I can see is stellar. Also too, if you have teenagers or men in your life that like cleansers like this, heck, why not, right? All right, so then let's go to the hyaluronic acid serum. I have never been a huge fan of the hyaluronic acid serum from The Ordinary because it was so kind of gloppy and thick. From what I can tell in this picture, it looks very thin. So if you're looking just for a hyaluronic acid serum, this might be a great one to try. It has pure hyaluronic acid, 2%. It has the high molecular weight and the low molecular weight, which basically means one sits on top of the skin, one goes a little bit deeper to kind of give this whole plumping effect. It also has peptides in it, so it has Mexotrixyl 3000 in it, so it's going to still give you that plumping effect with the peptides. So I love that it has that kind of combination. It looks really beautiful in my opinion. So if that's something that you're interested in, might be a good one to start with. We're going to go next into this, what I have here. Okay. This is called the Collagen Booster. I'm going to show you the consistency here. See if I can get it to focus. Okay. See how it's runny? It's super, super lightweight. This has been a product that I've been using for a little bit, and I have been obsessed. This is not a collagen serum, okay? The name is a little bit confusing. This is a high dose of peptides in this serum. That's basically what you can think of it as. I did not pack my Beauty by Design peptide serum because I just couldn't, and this has been a beautiful addition to my routine. This says that you need to apply it as the very last step before moisturizer and obviously before oil. So you put on all of your other serums and then this goes on top of it. It is extremely lightweight. It really sinks into the skin like that. I have really been enjoying this, but please don't think it's a collagen serum. The reason why they call that is because peptides are important and essential to keeping firmness and elasticity in great working order. It also helps build firmness and elasticity in this product. The peptides in this product help keep that working in the right way, okay? Now, this one is super interesting. I did a lot of research on this one because I just didn't understand what it was. It's the Hepta peptide serum. So it's another peptide serum that they have. What I can find is that it says a patented peptide sequence. So what it means is and from the ingredients, there's a lot more peptides in this. So this is a much heavier dose of peptides than the collagen serum. It is a richer serum, or it looks like more of a moisturizer. So this again would be something last that goes on to your routine. It's much more hydrating, it looks like, from what I can see. It also has squalene in here, as well as grandsome hydropeptides, which is the seven peptides in this serum. It has a blurring effect from what I can see online, and has a soft focus technology, so it helps kind of blur any fine lines or crepiness. Now that is what I kind of did a bunch of research on. This is more targeted for a more mature skin type. So somebody that has a little bit more texture on the skin, a little bit more, say, crepiness to the skin. This is a lot more jam-packed and more effective. So if you are of that skin type, this might be one to reach for instead of the collagen serum. This, I don't know, I would say more for, you know, your 20s and 30s, and maybe the other one is like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. It obviously depends on where your skin is in that time, but again, I'm in my 40s, and this works beautifully for me. So if you're looking also too for a starter, you can do the collagen, but if you're looking for something a little more bang, try this other peptide serum. Okay, so let's go to some of the last ones. This vitamin C, I will be very honest with you, I'm not super into this vitamin C. It looks very, it's like a cream texture online. It has 30% L-ascorbic acid. In my opinion, okay, sorry. I don't love this formulation. I don't love this product. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to obviously give you a lot of bang for your buck. I appreciate that. But this would be something that I would not use in anybody that has any remote sensitivity to anything, to be honest. This is a very high dosage. You obviously can mix it with your moisturizer or a serum to buffer it, to you know, cut down on the irritation that might possibly be with this kind of formulation. But for me, there are much better vitamin C's out there. Vitamin C I spend money on, you know I do. I love my Lemieux vitamin C because it has multiple different forms of vitamin C, not just one, and it's well formulated. So I don't love this vitamin C. I wouldn't gravitate towards this if you're looking for a vitamin C, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just, it's really high in vitamin C. Also, the ingredients, in my opinion, again, just my opinion, are not great. It has dimethicone as the first ingredient, then L-ascorbic acid, which I know they're probably putting in there as a buffer to try to buffer that high percentage of ascorbic acid. And then it has a PEG-10, and then dimethicone is the last ingredient again. So, not my favorite. I would probably have a hard pass on that one. There is one called a Q10 serum, and this looks really cute. This looks fun. It's like $7, and it is basically for fine lines, dryness, wrinkles, loss of firmness, etc. It's called a Syntax, which is a dual peptide, so it helps with collagen production as well. So it's more, again, another peptide serum, and it has squalene in it. So I think it's cool. I think it's great for that plumping, but I don't know if they necessarily needed this. You know, Q10 is a really great antioxidant, so maybe if you can't tolerate vitamin C, this might be a great product for you because it is a really potent antioxidant, so you can use it as your antioxidant as you would in your routine. And I think it'll give a little bit of brightness to the skin. Definitely not going to help with, like, you know, hyperpigmentation and stuff because it doesn't have vitamin C or anything in there. But I think it might help brighten the skin and protect the skin from environmental pollutants as well as overall oxidization of the skin. Right. Let's go to the last couple of ones, the moisturizers. I'm going to combine these again. I think if you're in a drugstore and you're buying a moisturizer, go here. The formulations look pretty darn good. I actually have been trying the multibiotic. That's what it's called. I have it on today. I've been wearing it for the past couple of days. It's really beautiful. I like the delivery system of this one better. The other ones are in a squeeze tube. They have a hemp moisturizer as well as a turmeric moisturizer. This one is a little bit more rich, and but lightweight still at the same time. I think it's perfect for combination normal, lightly dry skin. It goes on so nice. It has no fragrance to it at all. It just smells like clean. Obviously, because there's no added fragrance to any of these products, which is great for anybody that has, well, actually really anybody. I've really been enjoying this. A little bit goes a long way. It has a yogurtine balance, which is a 5%, which basically is a probiotic, prebiotic moisturizer. You know, I am so here for probiotics and prebiotics internally and externally on the skin. That's why I gravitated towards this product, is because it is full of probiotics and prebiotics. It also has 2% squalene in it. So again, it's going to be really nice and hydrating, but I can't tell you how quick it absorbs into the skin. It's gorgeous. I have really been enjoying this. Probiotics and prebiotics, if you don't know, it helps feed the microbiome of the skin. It keeps the pH of the skin in working order. It feeds the good bacteria on our skin to keep everything healthy and working in the right order. And then the last moisturizer is going to be their hemp moisturizer. It's going to be definitely for all skin types, but it is a lighter weight cream. It has green tea extract in it, which is a fantastic calming antioxidant, as well as omega-3, so it's going to feed that skin. It's really beautiful to really help with hydration and feeding the skin with some great omegas, as well as it has stevia seed oil. So this is again going to be another great moisturizer if you're really interested in omega fatty acids like 3 and omega fatty acid number 6 as well. And of course, if you are into hemp extract, because you know it has great for inflammation, anti-aging, all of that great stuff, this is a good one. This is a really well-priced cannabis product, okay, or hemp product, I would say. But I have been really loving this guy, really, really loving him. Fantastic. The last ones I'll just kind of brief by. The mask that they have, they have like a clay mask. It looks pretty cool. I would use it in a spot treatment form. It's more for congested pores, acneic skin, but it's a great clay mask if you're looking for one that has a great price point. The rosehip oil and squalene oil, from what I can see, they look okay. The ingredients are good, so you can try those. But you know, the rosehip oil from a lot of different places and from The Ordinary is fantastic. The squalene oil here looks a little bit thinner and maybe a little bit more consistent with the Biossance squalene oil. This is a sugarcane derived squalene, and the other Biossance is the olive. So maybe if you have an olive allergy, you might want to go with this one. The price point though is a lot better. It's $11.99, but it looks like a very elegant texture. So overall, all in all, these products look really pretty darn good. There's only a few that I wouldn't really reach for. Just so you know also, these products are all free of parabens, formaldehyde releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil, retinol palmitate, oxybenzole, coal tar. I mean, it's very, very clean if you're thinking in that realm. I am so happy to see a brand come out and make this a priority, make cruelty-free a priority, and I think there's only like 3 or 4 products that aren't vegan. How awesome is that? So overall, use these products in holes in your routine. I would use their moisturizers. I would use that, you know, wash. If you want to get a great peptide serum, the 2 peptide serums that I spoke about, overall are fantastic. I would still stick with your high-powered vitamin A, your high-powered vitamin C, your growth factors. Obviously, they don't have anything with growth factors, but those are where I personally choose to spend my money on something that's a little bit more quality formulated as far as multiple ingredients, really doing a lot of things and getting your money's worth. So yeah, I think this is a fantastic line. Let me know what you've tried that you love from this line. I would love to hear your suggestions and recommendations. Do I think that skincare all needs to be expensive? Absolutely not. I think that's what's beautiful about these lines, is that you can really have the best of both worlds at all times. You can nitpick from this brand and then really spend your money where you feel you need it. And it just allows everybody to experience great skincare. I do think that the formulation from a lot of the Inkey List is a little bit better than The Ordinary, and the prices obviously are a little bit better. So that's my take on this. I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.